Hello friends, I'm here once again. I have this video for you, and this video is about certain rules of verb. I'm going to discuss some rules of verb with you, and you have to understand all these rules to make use of verb correctly and properly. First thing is, I'm going to talk about position of verb in different sentences. You see, when we make a simple sentence, we use verb after the subject. For example, I am a boy, you are a girl. We use verb after the subject in such sentences. But when we use interrogative sentences, first of all, you must know interrogative sentences are of two types. First type is where we use helping verbs in the beginning of the sentences. For example, do you love watching my videos? When I say this is the sentence of interrogative A. Here we use verb in the beginning of the sentence, but when we use WH words to make interrogations, we use verb after WH word. For example, what's your name, where do you live, all that. Okay, and talking about imperative sentences, in imperative sentences we start the sentences with verb. For example, go there, do this, do that, and sometimes when we use please and kindly, we use verb after please and kindly. So that's about position of verb in different sentences. Now the second thing which I want to discuss with you is when we have two subjects used together, then we use plural verb. For example, Ram and Shyam are going there. When I say Ram and Shyam are going there, I'm having two subjects here, I'm having two persons here, and that's why I'm using plural verb. Third rule is when two singular numbers refer to one person, then we use a singular verb. For example, the manager and principal is on round. When I say the manager and principal, I'm referring to one person, but here we have two numbers used. We can say, when I say the manager and principal is on round, that means we are talking about one person having two designations. The person is manager as well as the principal. So in that case we use singular verb. Okay. Next rule is when two singular numbers referring to an idea, we use singular verb. For example, bread and butter is my living. Bread and butter is my food. When we refer to two singular numbers, or rather when we refer to an idea and two numbers are used there, we use singular verb. Each and every, with each and every we use singular verb. Even if you are using each and every together, use singular verb. For example, each boy and each girl is present in the class. Each and every boy, then also you will use singular verb. If you are using each in separate, every in separate, or each and every together, or you are using each twice in the sentence, you have to use singular verb. In case of either or, neither nor, remember we have to use singular verb, but here one thing you have to understand, when we use either or neither nor, we use two subjects. For example, either Ram or Shyam, neither Ram or Shyam. So in that case we use verb according to the later subject, means after or whatever subject we are using, according to that you have to use verb. For example, either Ram or girls. Now when I say either Ram or girls, now you have to consider girls, and according to girls you have to use verb. Since I am saying girls, you have to use plural number. Same is the case with neither nor, neither boy nor girls. When I say nor girls, I am using plural number, so I have to use verb in plural. With collective noun, we use singular verb. With collective noun, for example, police. With police, we use is, collective noun. With collective noun, army, we use is. So with collective noun, we use singular verb. The next rule is when subject of verb is relative pronoun, verb comes according to its antecedent. Means if I say I who is, I'm wrong. I should say I who am. If I say they who are, I'm correct. Right? So if subject of verb is relative pronoun, mind it, verb comes according to its antecedent. That means if I'm using I have to use am. If I'm using I and who, then after who I have to use am, because I'm using I there. If I say they, who, then I have to use are after who because I'm using they there. Okay, so these are the rules of verb. I hope you understand all these rules. Put your comments on my video, share it, and if possible, like it. Thank you.